Lorraine, and this is KweenETV. My name's Lorraine, and I like croquet. You know, the little game where you take the mallet and put the balls through the hoops? Queen of Hearts did it. And I'm a queen just as well, so. And I don't like when you sit in a seat someone just sat in and then it's heated by butt sweat. Nobody likes that. So today I'm going to do a little tutorial, little walkthrough. This is my very first YouTube video. Yay! Insert cheesy hooray sound. So we're going to do this look. It's very sassy, very Lorraine. You know, that ombre brow, that nice winged liner, the gorgeous highlight. We're going to talk through it all. All right, let's get into it, kittens. Alrighty, let's get into this tutorial. We're going to start off with this Epille, it's E-P-I-E-L-L-E, cucumber cleansing tissue. I like to use a tissue to cleanse my face before I start to put on makeup, just so it takes off any dirt, any oil that was built up over the night, anything like that. I got a nice big variety pack of these. They come in all different kinds. I got them on Amazon, $13 for 4 kinds. There was cucumber, cucumber, green tea, aloe, and some collagen. And now we're gonna do this e.l.f. Under Eye Depuffing Roller Ball. It's kind of like the roller balls for perfume that you roll on your wrist. However, it has like this cooling gel for under eye. Use it on my under eye and sometimes Now we are going to use this Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. It is said to reduce redness, minimize pores, and absorb oil. Mine, as you saw, didn't have a lot in the bottle, so I ended up just pouring the leftover on a beauty blender and dabbing that on my face as a primer. Now we're going to go in with the Makeup Forever HD Stick. This is probably like my favorite foundation at the moment. I actually just got it at IMAX. I am in the shade 118 equals Y325. I know, kind of confusing. But I really like this foundation. I love the stick formula. It's easy to apply all over the face. And I ended up doing 2 coats, one to just cover the whole face, and then one where I need extra coverage, such as down my neck, over my eye, or what should be my eyebrows but isn't. If you didn't notice, I shaved my eyebrows off. Hi! And yeah, so I'm just still beating that into my face. And now we're going to use this CoverGirl concealer. This is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Concealer. I'm using the shade Fair or 810. It's really cool. I love it so far. I saw it off of Tati's channel, or Glam Life Guru. Love her. I just did a triangle under the eye, and then down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead in like a little semicircle, and then my cupid's bow and my chin. I also do it along my jawline. Now we're going to use this very powdery e.l.f. loose powder. It's just going to set the skin. I like to do just kind of like a coat everywhere, kind of give me clown cheeks but in white. And then dipping my beauty blender into it, I simply just bake underneath my eye, on my nose, chin, all the places that we just highlighted. Really just bake. Bake, bake, bake. You in the oven, honey. Now for the majority of the video, I'm going to use these Morphe brushes. They are blue handles with pink bristles. Got them at IMAX. They're really awesome. Now I'm going to dip into Princess and Violence from the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. I'm going to use that for my brows. I really start off with just creating the end of my brow, making sure that they're going up in the right angle together. It's really important that they're at similar angles to make that twin/sister brow effect. Now I'm going to bring it up, and I really follow where my natural brows go, or a little bit higher, so it's not too hard for me. Now, I do make my brows kind of a brick. I start off with creating a line in the very front. I have a very large face and I do a lot of harsh features, and so I think my brows go along with that really well. Right now I'm just carving out what I want the brow to look like, creating the shape of it, putting that brick in place. Oh wow, that other brow's done. Now I just did the other brow off camera, so that way A, you didn't have to see me reach over my face, and B, I knew where I wanted to place the colors in this brow. I'm going to start off with Princess, that matte hot pink shade, bring it all the way through the brow and a little bit into where I know I want the purple to be, because you want that blend to be really seamless, so you want to make sure there's a part where both the purple and the pink mix. Now going in with Violence, doing up the back, doing the tail. I'm also going to drag that along the very bottom of my eyebrow. I think this really defines where the bottom of the brow is. It also creates a nice contrast, because otherwise they can fade in. I'm going to go in with this KweenETV Essential Skin Finishing Concealer, and I'm going to carve out those brows. I got a little carried away in the very front there, so I'm going to fix that up. You don't need a lot of this at all. It's a really amazing concealer. You'll see I use it for a lot of different things, not only cleaning up the brow, but cleaning up winged liner, doing cut creases if I want to. Now I'm just going to blend that out on the edges. Underneath, it doesn't matter so much, but if you're going to do that outside edge like I just did, it's important to make sure it's blended. That's why I hold the Beauty Blender really close and precisely and try to blend that out. I'm actually going to go into the Jeffree Star palette with this packer brush, and I'm going to get the shade Courtney, and it's pretty close to my skin tone, so I'm just going to pack that right over top the concealer. Make sure it all sets so that way it doesn't concealer on the edge of my eyebrow. And now we're going to use China White and set the concealer on the inside of my eyebrow. Now going back in with that Courtney shade, using that as a transition color, really defining the shape of my eye. For me specifically, I really like more of like a leaf shape when it's to be pointed. Now I'm not actually using that purple shade Violence, that was the one for my eyebrow, but if you go and look, the shade right next to the blue one, Expensive, is the shade Confession. That's the one I'm actually using. I forgot to record a little clip of it. I know, I'm a shitty YouTuber, but it's my first try. Give me a break. So just adding that to crease, deepen it up, using China White and just putting that all over the eyelid. Not really caring about blending yet, because then we're going to go back in with that same fluffy brush that we just blended Confession in with. And now we're just going to fan that into China White, so that way there's a nice seamless blend. Now, I totally forgot to film this part, but I did use that shade that I pointed to, Princess, and I dipped it in my setting spray, and I put that on my inner corner and on my brow bone to highlight. Now we're going in with the Jessie Girl, I believe it's the Artisan liner, but I know that it was inspired by like calligraphy brushes in China, but I did light lines and I really hated how thick my liner was, so I'm going back in with that KweenETV concealer, and I'm going to use that to clean up my liner. Going back in with Courtney and just setting the concealer. Every time you conceal an area, you really want to set it, otherwise it could just smudge around, and we don't want that. We want those crisp lines. So I'm using Courtney, which should have already been there, and just setting everything. And then I'm going to go back in a second with Violence, that like deeper shade, and simply blend it in so that way the eye is how it should look. And going back in to just fix and get that perfect wing liner. Took a little bit of effort, but it was there. And I like to bring my wing liner down into the center of my eye and the very bottom, just so it really opens up the inner corner and brings you in. Now I'm using two different mascaras. I do this off camera. I use the e.l.f. Waterproof Lengthening Mascara and a sample of the Dior one. Now we're gonna do highlight and lips. We're gonna start off by highlighting with the compact that I've been holding this whole time. It is my Jeffree Star Mint Conditioned Skin Gloss. Honestly, it's not only a shit ton of great product for like what, $35, but it's also the best mirror I ever owned. And now that's not popping enough, so I want to go in with the Sleek highlight. I'm gonna use the shade, the like yellow shade. They don't actually have shade names, just that. And now I'm trying to pick out my Jeffree Stars. I have so many. I love them all. I have almost the whole collection. Now I can't decide if I want to do an ombre between Crocodile Tears and Mistletoe, or if I just want to do Deceased. But I asked my roommate and we decided Deceased for this look. And now I'm applying Deceased. So I have a little bit of a weird lip shape because a lot of girls, when they apply lipstick, they apply around the entire lip, like going into those corners. See where I'm talking? Yep. I have a really, really small space right there, so if I go into my corners, it actually like bleeds out the edge and it's hideous. So I do it a little differently, not necessarily the way you'll do it. Here's the look. I hope you guys enjoyed my very first video. It was great. It was so much fun filming for you guys. I'm so excited. You know, I want to come up with some kind of little name to call you. You know how like, I don't know, other YouTubers have names for their fans. So like Lady Gaga's fans are little monsters, and Believers are Bieber's fans. I want a fan thing. I don't know. Maybe you'll be little lipsticks. You'll be my little lippies. So cute. You're my little lippies. So now don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below. We're gonna make that a thing. Just comment down below. Tell me anything and everything. I want to know what was good, what was bad, what you want more of, what you want less of. Feel free. Feel free. This is a judgment-free zone. It's like Planet Fitness with no exercise. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye. Am I ready? Am I ready? Hi everybody, my name's E. Lorraine, and this is Queen E. Ooh, what if it was KweenETV? Is that too much? I love it.
No, that's really good. Like facing this way. In the photography room.
Why?